morning, our sales are at $2,016,544. There's 19 days left. Right now, we're just under our budget pace. We're at 2.49 pace, so we're just below what we budgeted. Okay. We need to make sure that Julie's not here. Laura, can you make sure on Bosch 160, we finished running that and we have inserts for it and it still says there's 500, so I think we're completely out. So we want to make the inventory gets adjusted, and that's corrected. ITWFS 14, make sure we lower that road temp, or the rear zone more, okay? I think, Jason, you looked it up, I don't know what that is, so, okay. SYS 37, what's going on with that?
One of the main uniform has to be fixed.
What?
The main uniform.
Oh, okay. Alright. So, alright. Okay. That's hot. Obviously, we gotta catch up with those because we gotta ship as many as we can. Okay. Also, speaking of K55s, we had last night, we had communication with China. We have that, they got mismatched parts again on that mismatch where it shifted the cavity in the cores. So they got parts again, so they're looking at, I don't know how many they're going to reject for us. So we're in the world of hurt on that one. So that they're already in China, so they're sending some more samples, but it's up here, it's the same thing as problem we had before. Also on the 503-958s, make sure, we get that added to the control plan about checking those lifters, make sure they don't break so we can check that, okay? So we're still sorting those.
Alright, things that we got going on the big side, Bill 25 for the tool room. I guess they got some issues with the hot rudder and a water leak on that. We needed to ship parts yesterday on that, so we need to take a look at that right away. Jimmy, we need to check and start, press 7. It's been in there for 2 days now, so we need to get it up and running. And I know we've got the 3 through 5 down for cleaning. We need to obviously restart those as soon as possible. 21, what's going on with that? Do you know why that's down? Alright, are those in spec now? Alright, I'll take a look at that one. 32, we need to get that restarted and up and running, and then 33 needs to go to RS16. Jason?
Alright, Jason's turn today. And he's using the orange mic.
Good morning, everyone. This first picture here is of one of the new grinders that I believe we received last week, and it was sitting behind press 26. I don't know if someone was attempting to use it or what they were doing, but it wasn't plugged in, and it's just sitting there with a bunch of parts inside of it. Some may be ground, others not. This is behind press 36 here. This is the mold rack area where we keep water lines and clamps. It's just very disorganized and needs to be picked up and cleaned. This is also by press 36. We can rotate it. You can see that there's a chair there. I don't know if someone was using it possibly as a ladder or just a place to hang out, but it clearly doesn't belong there. Here is between press 31 and 32. We just have some purging and miscellaneous stuff on the floor. That's a thermolator outside the LSR room that isn't in a proper location. This is from also the LSR room. As I was taking this picture, I realized I was the one who left that there from the last time I did a changeover on the silicone, so I got that cleaned up promptly. This is press 69. It's clear relative to some of the other pictures that we've taken over the past several months, but there still is a conveyor in front of that breaker there. This is between press 78 and 79. While it looks like the cart has a location and even the vacuum it may belong there, we may want to look into hanging that vacuum off and getting some of those water lines and just some general organization within that cart in that area. I took this picture. This is that bathroom. I know I've had to go back there for equipment. I thought it was maybe a possibility for an improvement. Maybe take a look at what we use and how frequently we use it. And I know we're very limited on space, but maybe do some organization or something like that to get it cleaned up. All right, that's it.
All right, good job. Thank you, Jason. All right, so obviously you saw a lot of waste walking around. So one of the things is make sure that we are, when you guys do the pictures also, don't forget to fill out suggestions of what you want to improve, like the room, stuff. Like walking in the silicone room today, I noticed that somebody asked me for bins the other day, and there's yellow bins and red bins just sitting in there, but nobody else, I mean, I'm sure some people know it, but I didn't know it, and Julie asked me if she should order it. I'd be like, yeah, we need the bins, because I didn't know about it, so we need to make sure we have a clear idea of where things are, not inside boxes inside of a room, so that's the hard part, okay? We have another suggestion here. Ken has it, and Ken and I talked about it. We need to come up with a creative solution on, we need something by the slot sink to filter water before pouring in the sink. The sink is getting clogged. We've had this problem for, since I've been here, 20 plus years, okay? We got to come up with something. So we have some ideas, and I'll get with you. We'll get a group together to talk about it, because I think there's some relatively inexpensive solutions, okay? Also, the other suggestion was Kaizen placement for new Kaizen groups, okay? Because up there we have it now, it's sort of saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so you sort of can look real quick to know what days. But also we're going to put the new ones when we need sign up on different spots, so everyone knows you can walk by and see if there's some new sign ups real quick, so you don't have to dig through all of them to find it. Okay, so that was a good suggestion. So, alright, we have customers. Obviously, Subaru's here at 3:30 to see Phil 1 specifically, and then also to go through our quality standards and walk through. This morning, did they pick it up? I just like one of the boxes here with parts for Ford that were just sitting in a box. Obviously, they must have been bad, but I don't know what. It's the exact same thing that we're going to be looking for today. No tag on it, nothing, just sitting there, a box of parts. I have no idea why or what they were, but after I brought it up in the meeting, they were gone. So, can we also make sure, are they there? No? Okay. Jimmy, can we get these cages sorted through before I don't want to move them up front, we just need to spin them on the rack real quick.
These are the parts that are here from yesterday.
Oh,
That we took a
no,
picture
that's a
of.
different one. So that's another one.
We took a picture of that yesterday.
Well, okay. Now we just scrapped all those. Alright. Improvements. If you guys noticed, alright, if you guys noticed that there's tape guns pretty much everywhere. Not everywhere yet, mostly everywhere. We still have another event tomorrow to go through because there's a couple other spots. But if you can see by the presses and also by the inspection tables, if there's a place that you know that we need tape guns, let us know. Okay? So we're gonna be doing that tomorrow morning. So, Margarita, Rufina, Anna, and Nick, they did a great job. They marked it out, they put tape on it, and we put magnets up, so it's easy to do. So give them a hand. That was really good. And we're going to try and improve a little bit more on that. Alright, also then obviously the tables, again, it's the same thing. If it doesn't work, let's try something different. The table that if the black was tearing off because it wasn't right, we try in a different way. So just, again, an example of it, it was an improvement, let's make it better yet. We can try another one, okay? It was literally 5 minutes to do that. Okay? Also, at the end of this week, I would like to have, I'll put a box up here. Everybody's tape guns that you guys have all put in lockers or put in cars or put in boxes or hid. Let's put them back out. We'll get them all out there. We'll make sure there's spaces for them so you don't need to hide them and everything else. Because we should have enough. Because we want to do it also, obviously, in the South Plan. So we need to get tape guns so we can do all of them, okay? So it's not just for here, okay? So if you can do that for me, I'd appreciate it. I found a couple hidden behind tables and stuff already, so we can get those out. Alright, so one of the questions that Paul was asked, and this is, alright, do you give your employees incentives to improve? In the beginning, we did this, and this was perhaps one of the biggest mistakes we made. We have since learned that lean is our job. It is not something we do above and beyond our job. Continuous improvement is everyone's first and foremost job every day of their life. The first incentive for making lean improvements is that life keeps getting better when you are thinking lean. When we gave monetary incentives, we felt that people were making improvements because they wanted a $5 or $10 incentive for the improvement they made. When we took the incentive away and said, this is your job depends on it, people realized that we were serious about lean. We hired them because we wanted them to use their brains, not just their hands. This is a game changer because most people don't feel like they're appreciated for what they contribute intellectually to the job. They feel that we just want them to build widgets. We changed the paradigm and said, your value is in your mind. When we did that, people got on board at an entirely different level. It is my humble opinion that paying people to do lean is a mistake. Giving incentives takes the emphasis off what the purpose of the company is. The purpose of the company is to improve the quality of the customer's life. The purpose of the company is to deliver value to the high level to the customer. The purpose of the company is to strip away the non-value added activities and deliver to the customer more value consistently day after day, month after month, year after year. When you do that, your stature increases in the eye of your customer. Your customer keeps coming back for more, and then you make more money. When you set the focus of each team member on making continuous improvements every day for the rest of their life, it changes the paradigm. It takes the focus off of them and puts it back on the customer. It frees team members to focus on collaborating with other team members to deliver more value to the customer. The second incentive for making lean improvements is that they earn respect from the customer, their team members, and from me. Every human being longs to be respected, but most people never get it. Okay? So there's obviously, he brings up some good points here. So obviously we just have to continue to, if we don't continue or make things better, we go out of business. Right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We don't have customers, we don't have paychecks, we don't have jobs. So we have to remember all that. So we have to improve. All right? So we got the rest of the interview with